At the dawn of the 20th century, humanity was riding a wave of innovation and ambition. We built higher, moved faster, and dreamed bigger than ever before. Out of this era came a true giant, Titanic. More than a ship, it was a symbol of progress and a promise of safety. When Titanic launched in Belfast, it was a declaration that we had conquered the ocean. The world watched in awe as the largest moving object ever built took to the sea. Titanic was a floating city as long as 3 football fields, as tall as a 17-story building. Its design inspired absolute faith. So advanced, so strong, many believed it unsinkable. This wasn't just marketing, it was conviction, born from cutting-edge engineering and the strongest steel. Passengers boarded not with fear, but with excitement, believing they were part of history. They sailed on a vessel that was said to be a sure thing, a ship even God couldn't sink. This collective pride set the stage for a lesson the world would never forget. The dream was about to meet a cold, harsh reality. The age of invincibility was about to end. Titanic's reputation for safety came from its 16 watertight compartments, sealed by heavy steel doors. Engineers believed the ship could stay afloat even if 4 compartments flooded. But Titanic was more than a fortress. It was luxury incarnate. First-class passengers enjoyed grand suites, a heated pool, a gym, and the famous grand staircase. Even second class rivaled first class on other ships, while third class offered clean, modest quarters for immigrants seeking a new life. Titanic's engines combined steam power and a modern turbine, making it swift and efficient. Its wireless radio and 4 towering funnels were marvels of the age. The ship was a floating palace, a symbol of wealth and technological dominance. Yet beneath the glamour, the seeds of tragedy were already sown. Titanic was the best of everything, except humility. The illusion of perfection would soon be shattered. Titanic's aura of invincibility bred dangerous overconfidence. The ship carried too few lifeboats, just enough to meet outdated regulations, not enough for all aboard. Lifeboats were seen as ferries, not necessities, because a total sinking was unthinkable. Warnings about icebergs poured in, but many were ignored or downplayed. The radio operators prioritized passenger messages over safety alerts. Driven by pride and a desire to make headlines, Titanic sped through icy waters at nearly full speed. The crew's faith in technology blinded them to real danger. The myth of unsinkability shaped every decision, pushing the ship ever closer to disaster. The world's greatest ship was racing toward its fate. Overconfidence would prove fatal. On April 14, 1912, the sea was eerily calm, perfect for hiding icebergs. In the crow's nest, lookouts strained their eyes, lacking binoculars due to a forgotten key. Suddenly, a dark shape loomed ahead, an iceberg. The warning bell rang, and the bridge reacted instantly. Hard to port, engines reversed. But Titanic was too massive to turn quickly. The ship scraped along the iceberg, a gentle shudder above, catastrophic damage below. The iceberg tore open the hull, breaching 5 compartments, one too many for survival. The watertight bulkheads, designed like ice cube trays, couldn't contain the flooding. Water spilled over, compartment by compartment. The unsinkable ship was now doomed to sink. The flaw in the design was fatally exposed. In minutes, the fate of Titanic was sealed. The cold Atlantic waited. After the collision, confusion reigned. The crew, untrained for disaster, tried to reassure passengers. Only a few knew the truth. Titanic was doomed. Lifeboat orders came late, and the evacuation was chaotic. Many passengers refused to believe the ship could sink, and early lifeboats left half empty. Class divisions became deadly. First class had easy access to boats, while third class was trapped below. The women and children first rule was inconsistently enforced, separating families and adding to the chaos. The lack of drills and clear procedures cost precious time and lives. As the ship listed, panic grew. The myth of safety vanished, replaced by desperation. Hundreds would never reach the deck. The disaster within the disaster had begun. As the last lifeboats left, over 1,500 people remained on Titanic's sloping decks. The band played on, offering a final comfort amid chaos. The bow sank, the stern rose, and the ship's structure groaned under the strain. With a thunderous roar, Titanic broke in two. The stern hung in the air, then plunged into the black Atlantic. In the freezing water, survival was measured in minutes. Lifeboats drifted nearby, haunted by the cries of the dying. Most were too afraid to return. Soon, the ocean was silent. The greatest ship in the world was gone. The world was stunned. The unsinkable Titanic had vanished, taking over 1,500 lives. The disaster forced sweeping changes, more lifeboats, mandatory drills, and the International Ice Patrol. Titanic's sinking exposed the dangers of pride and overconfidence in technology. It wasn't just the iceberg, it was a chain of human errors. Too few lifeboats, ignored warnings, excessive speed. For decades, Titanic was a legend lost in the deep. In 1985, its wreck was discovered, reigniting fascination and sorrow. The site is now a memorial, a silent witness to hubris and tragedy. Titanic's legacy is a cautionary tale about ambition and humility. We build wonders, but nature can humble us in an instant. The story endures because it reminds us of our limits. For all our genius, we must never forget humility. Titanic's lesson is timeless. The dream of invincibility ended in the cold Atlantic, but its warning echoes on.